Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Blockable Rabbit now bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now today we are going to take a look at the markets because the markets are already rebounding from that massive capitulation yesterday. So there was fear in the markets with the chance of Iran retaliating to Israel. However, to my knowledge, at the moment, at present, nothing has come to fruition. So that's not to say that Iran will not retaliate, but first and foremost, we have the charts, we have the price here on coin market cap. So Bitcoin in the past 24 hours has responded with a 4.7%. Still down on the week. However, at least we are having a green day. We're having a very positive day today. Stellar up 5%. Hedera hash graph up near enough 6%. Quant 5%. Fleur doing really well today, up 12.5%. Gala 7.34%. XTC 4.5%. Wads Pay down still. Wads Pay is down massively. Down almost 40% on the week, so that could be a massive buying opportunity in my opinion. I do like to accumulate, if I have got any spare capital, that is to accumulate cryptos that are down on this watch list. For example, Gala's down 27%, so that in my opinion is probably going to be a strong buy. So without further ado, we shall jump over to the charts. And we do have XRP. XRP is trading back above that 50-cent mark. Now you can see this weekly candle as I move myself back into position. You can see this long wick down. I've talked about this blue trend line holding as support. Okay, you can see here how it interacts. I'll also go on to line with marker as well to make things more clearly. But XRP, the fact that it's got down here to around 43 cent in that capitulation on this weekly candle, we have reject heavily. So the bears have obviously tried to take us deeper, and the bulls have said, look, listen, we've had enough of this bear market. So it looks like the bulls, for me, are still in control at this point. Now, that's not to say that we can't go lower with XRP, but from just going off this candle, it looks like the bulls are winning, as you can see. Like I said, with a wick, we got a strong rejection there, so it's a no-go. So I'll tell you what, let's go into line with markers as well. Let's see where we are, because I feel like, yes, we're on the log chart here. So this is where we are now, guys. We've not yet retested, or have we? Let's just double check now on the candles. So you can see where that wick has gone down. Now, arguably, you could bring that up a notch. Yeah. Now, this is just on the Poloniex exchange. Now, I'm sure that to me is literally a smidge off hitting that blue lower support trend line. So, again, that's where liquidity is, and that's exactly where price enjoys to move into. It gravitates to the highs and the lows. Wherever the liquidity is, generally speaking, the liquidity is at swing highs and swing lows. Okay, so for me, that could be a completed move now for XRP. So XRP has wicked down there, and we've had that violent rejection as we've just discussed. So the fact that we are out of the apex is still great in my opinion, and the fact that we're still like trading above the wedge is also positive. Now the only negative that I can actually see from my point of view is the fact that we're still trading above the 200-day average. Now I posted, I think it was last week, I posted that the 200-day moving average is boss amongst a lot of cryptos at the moment. So I would like to see XRP get above this 200-day moving average, which is currently trading approximately around 54 cent, around 54.5 cents. So I'd love a close above 54 cent in my opinion, whether that be on the daily, the weekly. Let's just get these closes in place. So that is XRP. We will get to XDC, and I'm just going to cover Velo, and what else should I cover? I'm going to cover Gala as well, because like I said, I like to accumulate the ones that are down the most. Algorand also down 17%, so Dogecoin 22%. But for me, the top two ones that are down the most is Wads Pay. So we could take a look at WTK. That's built on XDC and maybe a few others, who knows, depending on time. I'm going to try to keep it short if I can. But let's have a look at Velo. Velo here is trading around 0.009, so just shy of 1 cent. So anything below 1 cent, in my opinion, for Velo is a very strong buy indeed, because we all know the returns on the table for Velo. Velo's going to do extremely well. And like XRP, we have actually wicked down here and we've tested sort of major structure for me. You can argue where this bottom support line goes, but we've not got that far. So, in my opinion, it's just irrelevant. You can delete it for all I care. What's important is this upper trend line here, this red trend line coming through this sort of weekly. For me, this was an important piece of market structure here. We actually rebounded and we got that impulse to the upside with two great weekly candles there, two green candles there. Capitulation, accumulation. We get that breakout and you can see this red doji here, so that's where the significance has come in. We've kind of marked out this sort of area here, so we're acting as support. We've come back down and retested this trend line as support for a second time, and again, just like XRP, we've actually rejected the support with a lot of strength. You can see the wick's obviously come down here, the price has come down here, it's fallen, and then they've said nope, not a chance, boom, straight back up. So this could have been a massive shakeout before the September running, where we do expect all the cryptos in the market to absolutely run rampage as the interest rates are cut in the US. Now, the US dictate everything. It doesn't matter what happens in the UK, what happens in the Japanese stock market, what's happening in Taiwan. It doesn't matter what's happening in Europe, to tell you the truth, even though the GDP, not looked at the figures, the GDP in Europe surely accumulates to more than the American GDP. I don't know, I've not looked at it. However, the US is the be-all and end-all. That's just how it is, unfortunately, in the financial markets. Now, look at this. You'd expect Velo to get going here. Velo, we've been looking to get up here. Now I can actually reactivate these order blocks up here. So this is a sort of first interim sort of target in the short term. Now remember guys, these are weekly candles, so we could be a month or two before we actually get up into this sort of region. But I think once this bull market gets going, there's literally no slowing the bull market down. Yes, we'll still have anywhere between 50 and 70% retracements, especially on these micro gems. However, it will be short-lived and we'll soon rally back to the upside, because we do need healthy corrections along the way, even in a bull market. Even Bitcoin does 30 to 40% corrections in a bull market. Okay, so that's Velo. So Velo looking really good, and you can see in the order block we're still in the green. So that indicates that we are in a massive, well, it's at a discounted rate, isn't it? So green light, however you want to reference it, we are in a brilliant sort of buying sort of territory, in my opinion. So that is Velo right there. Now I'm going to get over to WTK, but before I do so, I'm going to get over to XDC. We're not taking a look at, well, I don't feel like I've taken a look at XDC for a while. I probably covered it in the last video, but XDC again is in the green. We actually dipped below the green sort of territory where you want to be buying it up. So whoever's bought down here and placed orders down here, I salute you. You know, I'll take my hats off to you guys. So, and I was saying that we wanted to wick below. I wanted to take out these couple of wicks, so then we actually formed a new sort of bottom. That's what I wanted to do. But XRP here has obviously broken out of this symmetrical triangle, albeit down to the downside. But my biggest bag is XDC, and I've literally not even broken a sweat. Like, I just know XDC 2.0 is coming next month, guys. I don't know if you know what's going on. I think I actually posted about it here. Actually retweeted it. So this is it here. So XDC 2.0 mainnet is scheduled for release in September. So you best believe we are here for all the money. Now if you don't know, Impel is the only bridge across the Corda. Now Corda actually facilitates 90% of the global payments. So forget all this about Ripple doing Swift and the DTCC. It's all going to be through Impel. Now XDC can wrap other tokens. Okay, so you can wrap Bitcoin, for example, with the XDC network. You could also wrap the other ISO coins as well. So XDC for me is the chosen one, and next month is key for XDC. Once that 2.0 is live on the mainnet, so I'm so excited. I couldn't care less. Shake out a what? Get all the weekends out. Sell me your XDC because I'll happily snap it up. I tell you now, I'll take it off your hands. I'm not asked. I want all the XDC. Now he's one of XRP XDC. It's just written in the stars. They are the chosen ones. They were chosen a long, long time ago. This is why we have the sort of ISO 222 sort of collaboration, because they all play a role in the new financial system. Now, with the geopolitical sort of landscape that's playing out now, it's only a matter of time before they begin to utilise it. Now, I believe we're going to get onto WTK, but I believe we're actually trying to speed this cycle up. Again, massive breakouts. This is breakout on massive structure. And I've talked about the megaphone structure on WTK, how we've got this megaphone here with the upper trend line, and then we've got the lower trend line as well. So we've been holding that nicely. Yes, we've dipped below briefly in the past, but to me, this was like a clean break to the downside. So it's very difficult to say because nobody wants to catch a falling knife. When price is coming down, you can't catch bottoms. It's like virtually impossible. We just want to be placing orders if we've got new capital coming into the markets. If you're already holding, it's pointless selling, let's be honest. You've just got to hodl through the pain and the suffering. That's just what crypto is. But if you've got new capital coming in the markets, obviously you want to be targeting the lows. So, potentially this indicator or a block detector is obviously looking to place orders around there. So it will be just below 1.5 cent here, as you can see here where my cursor is. We're currently just above 2 cent at the moment. But let's just go on to the candlestick patterns. See, Wad's pair hasn't had that wick down and then the strong rejection like Velo, like XRP, and what was XDC like? Let's just go back to XDC. XDC has also had a strong wick down, so that was a massive rejection that potentially the bottom is in. I'm not saying 100% categorically the bottom is in. Again, trading is all probabilities, but it's likely the bottom is in. Okay, and we've discussed in other videos how XRP has actually done a similar move back in the 2017 cycle. So if I scroll out, now look at this. This is actually a symmetrical triangle back in the day. It's literally the price moved that much. Now, arguably, we dip below here, depending on where you want to draw this sort of bottom trend line. Supposedly, we actually dip below here, around this sort of section here. So we had a breakout, and after the apex, we got that red sort of candle down here. Again, it's all to do with perception and how you want to draw these trend lines, because they can be manipulated. I'm not going to sit here and lie saying this is the exact point of the apex, because it's all to do with interpretation. Now, you could argue that this has broken down with a red weekly candle, and then it's done the 3 green candles, which is what I've tried to kind of preempt in the other videos, because after the breakout it took 3 green candles and then we started getting moving. So you see this green candle here in the 4th week, and then the massive god candle here in the 5th week potentially. So I believe XRP is very, very close to that happening. But the reason why I make the comparison to XRP and XDC is because I believe XDC is on a similar algorithm, and XDC will also do a similar move to what XRP did. XRP will get massive gains, but it isn't going to make anywhere near the 60,000% in my opinion, just because of diminishing returns. However, I do expect us to hit a minimum $27, $28, as I keep reiterating, and potentially, we could also get up to the 3-digit mark around, I want to say anywhere between 217 and 245. The reason being that would, if you actually divide the 10.8 trillion, what the Nostro Vostro accounts is needed to facilitate that, then that's the sort of ball figure mark that you would need XRP to be valued at. So that's why I put 245 as well. And obviously I fit this fractal in to coincide. So when you get this impulse 1 and the retracement, that fits in with this all-time high. So when it retraces, it actually retraces to I think it's about $3.30 here the previous all-time high on that particular exchange where I did that chart. So that's where we are now, guys. I might just cover Casper as well. I've not covered Casper for a while. I've got decent money invested in Casper if we can get the charts working for us, because again, look at this. Casper has actually breached the all-time lows. So this is what I wanted the rest of the XRP market to do. So this was like the low here, set in like June 22. Now I've drawn that horizontal purple line there to market. So we actually fell under, tested this blue trend line that's been going on for a while. We actually got a little bit of a bounce, and then again we rolled over, a strong wick down. Again, in my opinion, similar to XRP, Velo, XDC, we've got that wick down, tested. In my opinion, that could be the last time you see Casper at these prices, because Casper is involved with the Chinese government, and they will no doubt be used to some capacity for their smart contract function. Because as far as I'm aware anyway, I don't know if you guys know any different, comment below if you do know any different, but they have upgradable smart contracts. I don't know any other blockchain that can do that, okay, to my knowledge. So Casper is looking really good at these all-time lows. Casper obviously has got some phenomenal gains here. We've got the weekly sort of all-time highs, closes, if you will, around 58 cents. Obviously we wick a lot higher as well. So trading at approximately 1.5 cents, we have got a lot of scale for maneuver to the upside with Casper as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, share, comment, do what you got to do, guys. I've been the Block Bull. Take it easy. Cheers, guys. Bye for now.